I welcome all of you on YourPD Education, and today I will discuss with you something about IIT Bombay Monash Scholarship. IIT Bombay, as you know, is a very prestigious institute of higher education, especially in the domain of engineering. And IIT Bombay has collaboration with Monash University, Australia, which is also very prestigious university. And this IIT Bombay Monash scholarship for PhD is one of the very prestigious scholarship, where you are supposed to be in IIT Bombay and in IIT Monash, Monash University for some years, and a degree will be awarded jointly by these two universities. So great career ahead. So cost and everything, there is nothing is required, and once you go to Monash, then you get scholarship as per Australian requirements. So that is also the advantage of this. I will be covering IIT Bombay Monash. The admission for 15th September is the last date, and session will start in December. Similarly, I will be covering Queensland, IIT Delhi. These two I will be covering today and maybe a couple of days after. And October, I think, is the last date for IIT Delhi Queensland scholarship. So these two are very prestigious collaboration PhD programs offered by IITs. Monash in IIT Bombay, Queensland in IIT Delhi, and we will be covering that. Now the good thing about these scholarships is that you can choose the project in which you want to work. So in other places you are supposed to tell which research area you want to work. You need to tell that in PhD I want to do research in this area. But in these two programs, the projects are already given. Professors are already doing some projects, and that information is already there with the professors that this is the project. You are only to find your suitability for that particular project. Are you suitable? I mean, you have done some kind of work in that or not. So if you are suitable for that, you have done some work related to that, you apply, and then you will get opportunity, and they will interview you. First they will shortlist you on the basis of application, and then interview will be there, and then you get selected. That is how it goes. Now let me tell you the most important thing here. Who should apply? Not every student should apply. You should not apply, okay, sir, this is a good scholarship, I should apply. You will not be selected. Only those students should apply who think that they have some background of these projects. Listen again carefully. Only those students should apply who think that they have some background of these projects. Normally in India, BTech level pe you don't do much research. So I presume that at the level of BTech you don't have that exposure, though there is a direct PhD opportunity. But MTech level pe you do some research work, and you have research papers also, and you have some field also. You have identified some research area for you in MTech. So those of you who have done MTech and identified the research area, they should match their research area with the projects they have given. I will show you that, and then they should apply. The chance is very high. So don't blindly start applying. You should only apply if you find that your research area is related to this. I will tell you where they have mentioned research area and everything. If you find, okay, I have done work related to this only, we can do that. Third is, those of you who are MTech and they are planning to go for PhD abroad, those who have done MTech and planning to go for PhD abroad, they should apply in this also, because that the procedure is same. Foreign application and for Monash and Queensland is the same. So those of you who are already taken the consultancy of YourPD, foreign consultancy, they will apply automatically. Rahul sir will guide you automatically. Those of you who have not taken the consultancy, they have two options: either to go only for this, or to holistically go for foreign admission, and that includes this also, and many such options. So those of you who have taken consultancy for foreign admission, for them this is included, and this separately is also available, for which you have to obviously seek the consultancy of YourPedia. YourPedia is going to guide you how to write research proposal, and how to go for interview, how to make the PowerPoint presentation for presenting the interview and all. So that particular domain is of mentors of YourPedia, and in which we are specialists. That is how it is to be done. So I hope this thing is clear to you, and moreover you can fill the form which we attach every time, foreign consultancy form. There you can mention that you are seeking for Monash or Queensland or these kind of collaboration PhD programs between IITs and other universities. So that is called collaboration PhD program. So the same Google form you have to fill. You can mention that I am looking for collaboration PhD programs. That is how you have to do it. Now Monash is very prestigious research program established. So this is little bit detail of IIT Bombay and Monash. You can visit Monash University, IIT Bombay, and then IIT Bombay Monash Research Academy, that is what it is known as. Now let me tell you the latest update is like PhD program ke liye now you can apply, and when you apply research projects, what are the research products, what are required, so everything is mentioned here. Let me tell you the last date of application is 15th September. So you have 2 more months left. You can prepare well and you can apply. And December May your this admission, this process, this entire thing will start for December intake. So IIT Bombay you will join in December, and 15th September is the last date for application. So you have the time here. Now some details, like there are a couple of steps here. I think there are 3 steps. Step number 1, expression of interest stage, in which you have to create a email, and you have to only provide some detail of yours. On the basis of that you will be shortlisted for the second stage, and the second stage is the main stage where you have to write, send them detailed research proposal, publications, etc. So first stage is expression of interest stage. Details of that you can get on the this website also, and otherwise also this detailed details are provided in the this particular presentation also. Second stage, if you clear first stage, which if your background is matching the project, you will clear the first stage. So expression of interest clearing is not a problem if your background matches with the project they are looking for, and I told you you should apply only if your background matches with their requirement. Then next stage you have to prepare transcripts. If you are targeting foreign admission, try to get transcripts from your college, BTech transcripts and MTech transcripts. So what is transcript is where your detail, you know, what you call as semester mark sheets, detail mein which subjects you have studied and all. There is a format of every college, they have format of particular format, and they write that which semester you have done which subject and what is the grade you have got. That is called transcript, right? So you can get transcripts. If you have published some paper, you can have your publication certificate, project details. So all these things are asked in the second stage. So now if you pass the second stage, then you go for third stage, which is the interview and all. That is I think is the third stage which you have to go for it. So anyhow, that will be the once you clear these 2 stages. Now what are the research clusters in the academy? Academy means this Monash IIT Bombay Research Academy. So what are the research clusters for which they are looking for students? So first thing is those of you who are done MTech or doing MTech, and by December their MTech will be over or something, so they can see these are the research clusters, you know, material science engineering, nano, metallurgy, etc. Suppose you have done your MTech in metallurgy or material science, so this is a research cluster for you. Energy, green energy concept, and you know, chemistry, catalysis, reaction engineering, that area. Similarly, mass, computational fluid dynamics, modeling, manufacturing. For computer science, all these data science, sensor, signal processing, earth science, civil engineering, geo, water, climate, bio, stem cell, pharma, semiconductor, photonics, so design, management. So all these are the research cluster. That means professors are doing projects related to these domains. That is the meaning of research cluster. Now if we go forward, then step 3, I think these are the research areas which you have to find out. So what are the research area? You have to identify research area before you basically go for form filling, because they are asking here. I think there is very important point here. Yes, you should click on expression of interest form to enable us to adequately evaluate your background, academic record and research interest. So research interest you should identify before you start filling the expression of interest. So form second stage is this, and third stage may I think shortlisting for interview, that is third stage, and then the final selection stage. These are the couple of stages of this particular entire process. Now expression of interest के बारे में, what are the details of expression of interest, joint PhD or collaboration PhD में. So these are the details which are given here about the expression of interest. So you can read it, that is available on the mail, this website also, what details they have given, and they have mentioned certain things, I mean how you have to proceed for expression of interest. Rahul sir will tell you in detail about how to fill it up and what is the requirement for that. But it's very simple, and but before that, please review academy themes and list of projects at this site before you prior to completing the expression of interest form. So before you start writing expression of interest or filling expression of interest form, it is very important that you should start seeing what are the projects, what are the various projects that you should start seeing first, and where is your interest, that is important. Anyhow, then you go forward and then you start filling expression of interest, some details, personal details are asked and some professional details are also asked. So the moment you create your mail ID and start filling it up, that you have to do it. So as I told you, Rahul sir will tell you in detail about how to fill it up. Now what are the various research projects? All the research projects are basically related to certain domains. So 8 key research areas are there within which these all projects are categorized. Something like clean energy, humanities and social science, nanotechnology. So not only engineering graduates but even graduates of humanities are also going to basically write for this particular scholarship, and there is a very good opportunity. You must be knowing that through GATE exam, this GATE exam is written in humanities also, something like psychology, cognitive science, cognitive behavior, and in that if you do your masters from India and if you do really good work, let's say cognitive science, psychology में आपने अच्छा काम किया है, then Monash के लिए you can apply if you have some publication and all, and it is easier to enter into these domains if you have done some kind of really quantitative and qualitative analysis. So that is how it goes. So yes, there is a humanities and social science, biotechnology, nanotechnology, water, infrastructure engineering, computational engineering, all these research areas are there under research projects. I have basically seen 2 research areas here for you. I am going to discuss these 2 areas for you. Let's talk about clean energy. On the Monash website, if you go, you will find a paragraph related to clean energy. These kind of paragraphs are basically the statement of purpose when you write for admission somewhere. Let me read it out. Securing a cheap energy supply and minimizing adverse environmental impact is high on agenda of government around the world. Energy is fundamental to economic development, social well-being, national security. With aspirations of continuously improving living standards in face of an ever-increasing population, provision of clean, cheap and reliable energy supplies is an R&D challenge. The Collaborative Energy Research Program at IIT Bombay Monash Research Academy is focusing on development of advanced technologies. So what is this? This actually is a research proposal, this statement of purpose. Later on I will discuss you how it is different from cover letter. So this is something which you have to write, that why you want to do your research work in clean energy, why you want to do that. That is called a statement of purpose. So you can basically read the, I am not saying you copy it, paste it and send it, that is plagiarism, that is not required. Don't copy paste it. But I am saying that from where you get an idea what is the best SOP. So the passage like this will give you an idea that very good SOP is written like this. So if you go to the website of Monash, for every project they have written one passage, one paragraph, and that paragraph will tell you how it is to be written. Similarly, other areas of expertise are, these are the areas of expertise. In energy, energy study, energy science, if you go, that is they have mentioned this, efficient combustion processes of biofuel. So suppose in MTech you have done work on biofuels, and now you want to seek this particular PhD program in IIT Bombay Monash. So your work is relevant to this, you can apply. Advanced technologies for hydrogen production, you can apply. Utilization of distributed biomass. So biomass, hydrogen production, electric grid network, so rural and remote communities, electric supplies, solar energy. So if your work is in biomass, solar energy, hydrogen energy in MTech, then certainly you should apply it. Sir, I do not have any research work, research exposure, research experience in any of these projects. Please do not apply, because you will not get called. They will not call you because it is competitive. It is not difficult also, but not easy also. So you should have some work. And then they have given some idea that how Monash University is conducting the research projects related to these kind of alternate fuels. I have also identified infrastructure engineering for civil engineers, and there I got a very important domain. I am sure you people know that there is a dedicated department in IIT Bombay called corrosion engineering. Very dedicated, there is a very good research is going on in corrosion engineering. And I think that is the only department in India where corrosion research is going on. They have mentioned it somewhere. Collective expertise of IIT Bombay, Monash University in area of corrosion science and engineering is second to none. IIT Bombay is the only technological education institute in India with independent center for corrosion science and engineering. Monash has the largest corrosion R&D group in Australia. Now think of you, if you are doing MTech in corrosion science in IIT Bombay, right? You are doing MTech in corrosion science in IIT Bombay and your CGPA is 8.5 plus. You are among top 4-5 students in the class. 100% you should get this scholarship if you have done good work. Why? Because there is no other, there is no other department in entire India related to corrosion science. So if you have done your work in corrosion science, and for that matter, why IIT Bombay? If you have done your MTech in these kind of domains, I was interviewing one of the professor, I think Professor Hardeep in IIT Ropar. He is doing work in corrosion science only. So if you are doing work in corrosion science, in metallurgical department, material science department, production engineering department, in other IITs also, or for that matter any institute, and I also want to bring to your notice that institute is not important, research work is important. Sir, I am doing my MTech from NIT this, or from other university, state college, or for that matter private engineering college, but my research work is good, I have research publications and I have done good work in that, then you apply. You apply because they will value you not on the basis of your IIT background or something, they are going to value you on the basis of your research work. So corrosion ki direction mein they have done this particular area of expertise, caustic and chloride SCC, so improved design data, mitigation of stress corrosion cracking SCC, that is a term. If you have worked on stress corrosion cracking, sustainable infrastructure, if you have done work on sustainable infrastructure, then you apply in this particular domain. Yeah, so I was going through the this Research Academy website, and I found something very interesting here. Accurate and cost effective determination of threshold stress intensity factor of materials in corrosive environment. This can become the project title for you. I mean, you can use this as a project title and you can work on this particular domain. So this can become a project topic, research project topic for those students who have just joined the master's program somewhere. So I think I come to an end of this particular entire this thing. So you people, those who have done some work related to this field, and go visit this website also, you will get other projects domains also, see whether your project matches with these areas or not. And this is only one example of IIT Bombay Monash. If you have done MTech and if you have done good work in MTech, believe me, entire globe if you see, entire world if you see, there are so many universities, so many department, research centers and professors who are doing really good work in these areas, and you stand a very good chance to get scholarship and lead a good research career. You do that, but condition is you should have done good research work in master's program. That is the prior condition for that. IIT Monash IIT Bombay Monash offering you the opportunity, collaboration PhD. Queensland IIT Delhi is offering you for collaboration PhD, joint PhD they are called, and more IITs also we will come out soon, and we will keep on sharing with you, and make a good research proposal and good particular preparation for you, and a good PPT PowerPoint presentation. Professors are going to interview you, and if you do that, then I think if not in one university, in the other university we will certainly get selected. Hope this helped you to identify some kind of options for you. I will keep on coming and keep sharing such opportunities. Thank you.